Hello? It's working. Okay, it's working. Wow, amazing. That was stressful. So basically, for no one who's here, my audio was acting really weird and I don't even know how to explain how weird it was, but when I would go into the settings in Windows for my headphones, it was fine, but if I clicked on the microphone tab, everything crashed. So I eventually had to delete everything in Device Manager and just restart my computer, and now it works. That was strange. Hope it never happens again. I was scared that I'd never be able to talk to anyone again. Anyways. Let's see what this game is all about. I have heard it's good. I'm very confused by the cover on Steam. It has a dog in a straw hat. Is that the dog that wears the straw hat? Maybe. Anyways. Ooh, that's interesting. I like throw a little horseshoe. Cool. I don't think there's any- oh, this is like a giant horse actually. I didn't notice that. Equi- Oils, oh, I can't read that. Equus. Sure. Anyways. Look at this dog. Can I look at the dog? An old hound in a straw hat. Both have seen better days. Okay, so the dog in the straw hat is a part of the story. Cool. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darken. Wait, he's in an armchair in between gas pumps. His store looks off. It's weird. Joseph, damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost the tire or something? And spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? Her name is Blue. Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog like that. Hey, here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off from the horizon. Let's see. I've been driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Hey, I understand. You have got... Aw, did he want me to hang out with him? Hey, I understand. You have got to do the job you're paid to do. Maybe get some rest somewhere in there. Maybe have a drink. Then back at it. There's dignity in that rhythm. I kind of want to ask him how long he's been working here, but I also feel like I need to ask him for direction. How long have you been working here? You have been undebated? What, did you show up earlier? Were you here for my explanation of what happened? Or should I re-explain? How long have you been working here? I've been working here a number of years. It's pretty okay. You know, I have an advanced degree and a few publications. It's pretty okay here. Oh, you came just as I ended? I see. Basically, Windows fucked up, and every time I tried to use my microphone, my sound drivers were like crashing and I could not open like any of my device shit. And I just had to uninstall every single driver that had to do with audio. Like, I tried just doing my microphone one, didn't work. Then I deleted every single audio related thing in Device Manager and restarted, and now I'm back! Listen, you and Blue would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of, well, to get there you gotta take the 0. God, my glasses are so fucking dirty. The zero is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You'll have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those winning lights— not we're whining, winning lights back up anyway. Too damn quiet out here. The basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp if it gets dark. Or it gets dark. I can read. Oh, that's kinda cool. Why is his lights off though? This is weird. Is this like post-apocalyptic or something? Nothing about this game. Oh, basement people. Wait, how big is this basement? Sign. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. No open flames near gasoline, no consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic, relax, count backwards from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Okay. Emily, Ben, and Bob— why do I know their names? Sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table, papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps covering the tabletop. Conaway clears his throat. Oh, sorry. Didn't know anyone was down here. Did you hear something? No, sorry. I was looking at the rules again. It gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. So it's your turn now, right? How could they not notice me? And they were like sitting here in the dark. This is creepy. I don't know if this is supposed to be funny or creepy. Oh yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. Conaway clears his throat but gets no response from the people at the table. Am I supposed to find it? Maybe? Did you lose something? I think it rolled down off to the left there, but I don't see it. Well, I'm not going looking for it. It's too dark down there. One of you go down and get it, and I'll just study the rules here. I don't see anything either, though. Conaway taps his foot but gets no response from the people at the table. If I can hit that breaker box, I can get the lights back on. I think you were right about the instant crisis rolls. There's a whole separate table of them in the back. I don't like that rule anyway. It's not fun. It's just random and frustrating. The randomness is what makes it realistic, Bob. Yeah, Bob. You seem pretty focused on that game. I still don't understand how you win. Roll the 20-sided dice once for each player, and refer to Appendix C, table of the what the fuck psycho-geographical and anxiety address correlations. Locate the resulting street address on the road map and move each player marker to the appropriate location. Is this the tutorial? Like, guys. That doesn't help. I don't think you can win. It says on the box it's a tragedy. So is this gonna be a tragedy? I feel like it's talking about the game I'm playing. Conway crosses his arms. You're not gonna let me buy, are you? Like this game, in this game, and the game. uh... Okay, so just to get started, we need that 20-sided die. Yeah, that gets us on the road. Well, hopefully, if you roll a 1, you drive into a ditch. If you roll a 2 or a 9 or a 12, you have to write down new anxiety and roll again. If you roll a 5, you get to move your piece anywhere on the map you want. Bob, go get that die. Too dark down there. Well, that should make it easy. The damn thing glows in the dark. Ah. Yeah, I see. Oh, it's right there. Glows in the dark. Oh, it's not right there. It's right there. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. I guess that's how they're playing, since it glows in the dark. Wouldn't the glow eventually— oh, they're gone. I don't know. I literally did not look up anything about this game other than being told it was really good. Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty and the surface of the table is bare. It's mine now, bitch! That's what you get for leaving. Whoa. I didn't expect it to just turn on. Hey, Iwabu? Am I an artist? I guess I could be called that. Oh wow, this is kinda loud. Oh, need to turn it down a bit. There we go. An artiste. Oh my god, hey dog. I can't. Oh, you look so hungry. I want to feed you. Could I draw you like one of your French girls? Joseph, there it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. There were some people down in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, I can't talk. Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. Oh, it was a serious question? I mean, sure, why not? So, computers in the office. You're looking for Marquez. She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is, damn. I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kinda long, kinda like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out, will I? I mean, probably have to. No luck with that computer password? Maybe you're going too fast, don't force it now. Just try to think like a poet. Okay, so do I need to go use this computer? How are you, Iwabu? Hope I'm saying that right. Conway taps a key, waking the computer from its reverie. Is that how you say that? So good with words. User. It's Joseph. Password. Wheels side loose. The stars drop away. I talk and listen to him talking. Roses are red, violets are blue, passwords open, locks so I can too. go with stars because I like stars. Stars drop away. The moon throbs. It will only get later. Hey! I wonder if I just like chose stuff for the future of this game. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Sure you are. Messages, address book, games, exit. Sure, let's snoop. Message 1 is from Donald at MK Mail. Message 2 is from Accounts Consolidated. Sure, let's read the first one. From Donald. Fragment stem of lovely forms. Joseph, I know it's been a while and I know you're still sore, but there's a whole world in here, and we need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp, and we are old and lame. Never mind, I can't remember why I even started writing this. I miss those days in the lab with you and our dear Lula. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. Okay. Old colleague, I guess. Let's read the second one. Account standing, urgent. Dear, oh, that's how you say it. That really helped me. Accuse oils. I'm good with that. This is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched you to our low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustained Brownout Select. Sincerely your friends at the Consolidated Power Co. End of message. Okay. Don't know if I learned anything. Guess look in the address book? The 0? Dogwood Drive. Marquez. Let's go with Marquez first. Marquez resident. 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see the ugly tree that's always on fire. What? Look for the barn at the base of the mountains there. Can't miss it. Got it? Out there on Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look while you're down there. I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago, and now that the power is all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static and public access anyway. So confused. What's going on? She was always more of a reader, but maybe she wanted it back at home. It's a nice TV. Oh, fuck. I read the wrong one first, I guess. Oh well. Can I talk to you again? Sun's gone down. Oh yeah, sun has gone down. You and Blue better get on that road if you're gonna make your delivery. Come on, Blue. Aw, Conway scratches behind Blue's right ear. How's it going, buddy? How about a treat? Here's some jerky from the gas station attendant. He's a bit odd, isn't he? I guess the night shift will do that to you. What do you think of this place? It's odd, I never noticed it driving by. Interesting. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lisette's Antiques Furniture Glassware Curiosities. I'm very curious about what this game's about. Conway gets back on the road, Conway gets distracted. Let's get on the road. I think we've investigated enough, right? Man. Do I actually have to... Oh, is it just gonna go there? It's gonna be like, I don't remember where it's at. Oh no, I do have to actually go there. Oh, I don't remember what it said. Oh man, all I remember is a burning tree, but like I can't see a burning tree in this. Ooh, burning tree. Burning tree! Ah! Stop! 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 A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Act 1, Scene 2. Marquez Farmhouse. Pretty dark out here, huh? Hope I can borrow you a treat up there. Gonna come with me? No? Aww. Wait, no, I wanna look at this light. Maybe he is coming with me. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Okay. Come on, buddy. He's not coming. Oh yeah, do I have the TV with me? I think I do. Family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, and Marquez. I'm just gonna walk in. I was just thinking, what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? No, I've never been here before. I know it must seem very strange to you. I was here when this house was built, so it's never been strange to me. What? There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed, and we built this one. It was very expensive, and we got quite under water. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult, or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? I'm looking for the 0. Oh, you're lost. And that old blind man sent you. Is that right? Of course he did. He's nice. Did he say anything nice about me? Did he send along a gift? He asked me to return this TV set of yours. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The 0. I know. That's not how it's supposed to look. You've made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? Know how to set up a TV. Okay, I'm skeptical. You're not confused, I'm confused. I just don't know what the story's about yet, is all. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised. Are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Okay. Oh no, I hope not. I don't like horror games. I'm weak. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. What do you keep out in that barn? Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now I think it's mostly spiders. Ew. That TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. So I really just need to get to the Zero. Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the Zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV. But I'll get you headed the right way. So it's pretty easy. Get back on 65 heading north. Then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. Okay. From there, your arrival at the Zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. And she's gone, it looks like. Maybe? Can't go downstairs. Oh, I might be able to go into the garage. Wait, think. An abandoned spiderweb stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. The skillet is seasoned with dust. Suspicious. Someone's actually living here. Why would there be spiderwebs? Am I like seeing ghosts or something? Am I a ghost? Maybe I'm the ghost. Oh, I can't go into the garage. What? I just met the strangest lady. She kinda creeped me out, Blue. Just had a weird energy. I'm more creeped out by the fact that she just like completely vanished. So go north and take first right? Which north though? This north? Or this north? Wait, she said 65, okay. Correct? I don't know if that was the first right. The first one after the factory. The factory? A creek runs alongside the highway and then turns towards a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partially obscured by trees, reads, Artificial limb factory. Hmm. I want to go to on-ramp? I guess on-ramp. Inevitable. Scene 3 already. Wonder how many scenes there's gonna be. Elkhorn Valley. Hey Blue, what's up? I really want to feed you. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Not sure that lady was right about the on-ramp to Zero being here. Yeah, he has a hat. The Steam image for the game made me really confused. It's just like a dog and a hat, and I was like, what? I guess you just can't tell with some folks. They're liable to run you around just for kicks. Better look around though. Must be down here somewhere. Let's take our time and check this out though. Thorough, okay? I mean, I might as well since I'm here. Ooh, there's an entrance! Seems creepy, but sure. Elkhorn Mine. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Am I Shannon now? Yeah, it's kind of an emergency. But can I trust him to just not change the locks? Yeah, and I appreciate that, but... Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Yes. Yeah, I am her now. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on, and I'm looking for the on-ramp too. You believe in ghosts? I was just saying. Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. No, that's not what I mean. Well, okay. I've run across a few people who acted like ghosts. Kinda there, kinda somewhere else. Me too. Oh yeah? Did, is that what led you down here? Yeah. So... I guess this place must be pretty important. Maybe I'm in the right place after all. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lisette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. Damn, he talks a lot. What kind of stuff you haulin'? Antiques. Good stuff. Lisette has a sharp eye for the little good it's done her lately. You know, it's just one recession after another. Everybody's selling their old stuff cheap, but nobody's really buying. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I need to take a highway called Zero. So, I met this young lady, name of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way. So here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her tonight. I know Weaver. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time, when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked into the door, just come back from the trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At that time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle, she's a mystery. So what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver early this morning too. Evening. Opposite of morning. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me that I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. What are you looking for? I'm not exactly sure. I have a few ideas. I'll know it when I see it. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else, we've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. The vibe you're getting from this game? What's that? I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. That. Okay. Topology. That's the science of continuous space, my friend. The way this twisty maze of passage fits together. Group of dead people. Does it say no work tomorrow? There's a PA system. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. Alright, give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep the stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens, Coral script, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. My parents used to work here, so did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Do you think we are able to power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed here. Rationed. Here, set up that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug the ceiling lights. Shitty miner operators, owners, people things. I mean, that's how it goes with most corporations, right? Tries to think of something clever to say. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well... Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noise into the mouthpiece. Makes farty noises. uh... Knocks on the table. I'll whistle. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with the cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we can get a sense of how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes to mind in your head. Wow, I'm good at adding words. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? I don't think fart's an option. I had breakfast with Lizette. I just had coffee though. And we listened to the radio. And we just sat there for a bit. Got it. Looks like the tunnel's pretty cramped. Yeah. Low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. I can't talk. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable, or if it's too thin, or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance I can't talk of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. What do I want to remember? Probably thinking about the day, because this day has been really fucking weird. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. This is weird, like, am I like fulfilling one of her fetishes? Ooh, visualizes a cold drink. Oh yeah. I love cold drinks. Breathes and relaxes as a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Are you into cold drinks or hot drinks? I'm excited about cold drinks. I'm not a hot drink person at all. Like, I love coffee, but I always ice it. I like cold drinks because it's easy. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. I haven't actually had cold brew coffee, but I want to. Like, I've thought about making it myself, but I don't have, like, the technology. And whenever I see it in stores, it's like, oh my god, expensive, and I can't justify. I hear it's really strong, which I'd probably like. Anyways, there you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's fine. Just try to stand up. Careful, I'm right here. Damn, don't worry, I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Okay. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out one of the auxiliary exits. If there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? I don't know why I'm asking that, but I am curious. We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. You think we might be the same person? Well, I live in Florida where it's always hot, so I think that's why I have an aversion to hot drinks. I don't need to be warmed up. So the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. What I was supposed to do? Oh. Okay. She looks pretty badass, to be honest. Go faster if I move it. How do I do this? Okay, that's just scaring me. I don't know why, but it was scaring me. I didn't like it. Turntable. What? Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. How did that happen? Some careless miner or some unattended machine bored through to an underground lake. The water came in pretty fast, and a lot of the folks got trapped in the tunnels. That's pretty grim. I only heard parts of how it went from there. Sanitize for the bereaved. That sounds like a word. You know these big companies are. But there was gossip too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off. But even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... Yeah, I'm not good with words. I make up my own language. You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. Doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks. If the water hasn't damaged it too much. Ah. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. Owners of the mine didn't lose anyone. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company's store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place. Or as landmarks, I guess? Hard to know which way is which down here. It's all so dim and gray. Shannon connects two clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboats, so... Ooh, why is it all creepy? Why? Why is it all creepy? I don't like it. Oh, what is that? Ooh. Why is it all creepy? Bye! Oh wait, was I not supposed to do that? I don't wanna! Why are the options creepy? Then connects the electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... Film in the casket. Maybe. Is this a puzzle? Cause I don't... Did she like give me a hint of which one I should pick? Guess I'll just keep going with the pendulum and the casket. You know, pick the creepiest sounding one. Why not? Not sure if I missed something. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with the tape but starved for power. This looks like the end. This isn't creepy at all. I would fucking shit myself if I was actually in there. Oh, I didn't know those were still down there. What the fuck was that? Look, there's a tape player down there. One of those old reel-to-reel setups. When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording minor songs. Really academic, ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists, I don't know how to say that. Say like archival. So archivist? That sounds wrong. Some coal script tokens to play some miners. To play the miners with for their song. To pay the miners with. Oh my god, the struggle. What happened to the archivists, whatever? They got out when the flood came. They left. Archivist? You know what? Just shut up, Chris. Oh, I picked the wrong way. Watch the correct way be the first one it was on. Maybe they're all the correct way. Wait, did I not click it? The Bat Beater and the Scarecrow. That's a little excessive. The tracks are all messed up here. Tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. And we're back going the main way. We're on the track between Fat Peter and the Scarecrow, so... Animal Bones and the rowboat. So why are we exploring this tunnel anyways? Like, I feel like I'd be like, fuck it. I'm not delivering shit. Bye. Thank God. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, okay. That tunnel where the tracks are broken, I'd like to take a look down there. Uh... So I get to choose who I want to be here. Do whatever you need. I'll just wait for you here. Thanks. I'll be right back. Birdcage? A paper tag hangs from the birdcage by a string. Canary 25 tokens. Canaries sold at the company store? Do they also sell respirators? No bones in the cage. The bird must have been set free, or maybe the cage was cleaned. There are cardinals at the Louisville Zoo. And other birds, ostriches, eagles, emus, no canaries. Too common? Too small maybe. But they have starlings. Starlings aren't much bigger than canaries. Okay. I like birds. Obviously. Taper eels. A pile of taper eels is jammed into the top of the tram. They must have been thrown on in a rush. The reels are unlabeled. The tape is decayed. Lysette and Ira's son Charlie talked about a piece of music he liked, made with old decaying tapes. What was it called? Something about Charlie and the most bizarre taste in music. Charlie had the most bizarre taste in music. Weird, noisy computer music. Where did he even hear that stuff? Louisville, probably. Or college. He was a smart kid. Damned pity. Notebooks. The notebook at the top of this dusty stack is labeled in black marker. The label is dusty and smudged, but it looks like it might say horses. Houses? Maybe? Or verses, even? Crude and hurried handwriting, too. Lizette has immaculate handwriting. Pristine and measured cursive, never a stray mark. For the last several months she filled out the receipts for each other, since that young couple complained that the handwriting on the order slip... I can read so well. It's carbon paper anyway, it's bound to wear away over time. If they're so precise about their records, they should put it on the computer anyway. Supposed to exit? Or can I wait? The game testing me? Or am I supposed to exit? I don't know if I'm actually supposed to just wait. I'll exit. Wait. We're coming out on the other side? But my truck's still here. Oh yeah, I hurt my leg. Blue. The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. I'm gonna go with the blue one because that's my dog's name. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic— oh, there she is. In cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be an esoteric German shorthand is actually a love poem written in anagrams. Go with red. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into the margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal halls. Conway opens the green notebook. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of— oh yeah, this place. I didn't think you were coming back. Sure I was, why wouldn't I be? Most everyone else I've met tonight has just disappeared. Well, here I am, damn it. Sorry. No, I'm sorry, I'm just on edge. I'll be okay once I get away from this mine. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. We're being tough. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kinda got a lift out here and wasn't sure if, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. I can handle it. Okay, your decision. I still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you. Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you just weren't listening closely enough. Or that's not exactly what she said? I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right? At the Wax and Peonia in the back of a bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse, whichever you want to head to first. Just let me know. Okay. Workshop or farmhouse? So, Shannon, this is my dog. You've already met him. Or her, I mean, I'm sorry. She's beautiful. You will respect her. Oh hey, Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. I've got some dry banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? I don't really like them anyway. Yeah, dry banana's gross. Hmm. What's this? Lisette Antiques. I guess this is your truck? Yeah, this is my truck. Let's go. I feel like I'm supposed to be going north. Or Hillsville Road, Coral Hill Road. Remember, I feel like I remember something about Coralville Road. I like the factory. Or not. I already clicked on that. Wait, what? A creek runs alongside the highway and then turns towards a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building. Already, yeah. Bacon Creek? Bait shop. Dunaway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, the handwritten sign reads, Live bait. Minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips, and beer. A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. Bait shop is closed. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. Was this her workshop? The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on the rough wooden tables. She flips the switch on the power strip and they are all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Guess I'll watch the TV sets. A ghostly white wobble flickers along the screens in a rhythmic pattern. Another is just snow. A third, a small security monitor in the middle of the table, is oscillating between different shades of black. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image of the oh my god, why can I not read? Mouth hate. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon takes a few knobs on the side. Tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He's adrift on black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. Dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Yeah, there's so many words where it's like I know what they are. I literally have never heard anyone say them out loud before. Airplane. There's more ghosty people. Two shirtless, shoeless men push a light aircraft along the highway. Yeah, that's weird. Occasionally, one of the others slips a bit on the sweating asphalt or stops to pull back his hair. The men are nearly broken. The rubber is almost worn away. Soon, these men will be dragging this airplane. Yeah, I think we're done here. I'm so curious about what this game is about. A singing chorus echoes from within the church. The building is 1 story tall with a pitched roof, and a 3-story spire rising from the front. Top section of the spire is made of stained glass. An interior light illuminates the pine in red, green, and blue. Those same colors again. A large LED display glows in the parking lot. Light of the Last Great Awakening Baptist Church. Conway approaches the church doors. The front doors of the church are modest and worn. They are locked. Check the back. A ramp leads up from a few dusty metal trash cans to the church's back door. Let's snoop in the trash. One has a bit of something leafy and rotten stuck to the bottom of it. Another is full of unlabeled videotapes. I look again? One has a bit... no. Same. Let's try and go in the back door. Conway finds himself in a kitchen lit by a buzzing fluorescent ceiling fixture. On the counter there are a plate of moldy bread and an empty Dixie cup flecked red around its waxy rim. A set of swinging plastic doors on the far wall lead out of the kitchen. Go through the doors. Vacant pews sprawl unevenly into the church. A small raised stage lies to Conway's right, bare except for a tape recorder. The tape recorder's power cord runs to an outlet near Conway's feet. Let's unplug that because it's creepy as fuck! The singing stops. The lights fail. Ooh. Lights failed? Where am I going? Am I just supposed to be looking around, or was I supposed to be going somewhere? What's this down here? Marquez Farmhouse. Directions from Louise Accuse Boyles. Did that. Did that. I don't have anything else. Uh-huh. Mean. Found. Kinda cute how the notes are laid out. Not sure where I'm heading. Diner. The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads 24 hours. It only has one window. behind which blinds are tightly closed. Try the door. Conway tries the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Walk in. Conway enters the diner and closes the door behind him. Someone shines a flashlight in Conway's eyes. The light is almost immediately blinding, but the instant it switches on, he can make out a few figures inside. Two old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth, with a checkers board set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut, and the room is dark again. Guess we'll sit at the counter. Conway walks in the direction of the counter. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, and then carefully finds his way to a stool. He places his hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate. Order coffee. A cup of coffee would do it. Black, oily, even hot. Familiar dinner coffee. Dinner coffee. I mean, I won't object. Conway runs his hand down the menu. The surface is uniformly flat, thick with condensation. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. Nani? What? Okay. Kinda confused. Guess I'm just leaving. Barren River Wreck. The exterior of the Barren River Rural Electrical Cooperative Corporation is a dingy beige, sprinkled with fading graffiti. The front door hangs open from broken hinge. The windows are dark. Conway looks in a window. The windows are too dirty to see anything inside, but a few dim shapes. Furniture maybe, or livestock. Conway steps through the front door. The room feels empty with no furniture other than the built-in front desk, close to a disconnected telephone and a few empty beer cans. Meandering lines of color have been spray-painted along the walls. Behind the desk is a hallway that leads into darkness. Conway lifts the telephone receiver to his ear. There's no dial tone. The phone is disconnected. Conway closes his eyes. With the phone pressed close to his ear, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar, like the ocean or the highway. Conway steps into the hallway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. Conway tries a few of the office doors. One of the office doors is still locked. Another has been broken open. The door handle bent awkwardly inwards and embedded into the wood, but it's jammed against the filing cabinet. On closer inspection through the crack in the door, the whole room is filled with filing cabinets and other disused furniture. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. Conway walks to the dark end of the hall. The door at the far end of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds in from the edges. Conway opens the door at the end of the hallway. The handle is loose and the door swings open easily. The hallway fills with warmth, light, and smell of smoke and coffee. About a dozen men and women sit around the campfire in the middle of the large room. Cubicle walls have been cut into pieces, some leaning up against the walls and some arranged into stacks of firewood. One of the women waves to Conway and offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels and it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire, pours coffee into a styrofoam cup. I read that wrong. I'm sure. Conway accepts it, and they all return to watching the fire. Huh. I wonder if I could head back to where we met Weaver. Something will happen there. Oh, hey. I was right. Wait, what's that? 6? Wait. Already on scene 6. Takes a minute to think. God, he's like so slow. Where are you going, buddy? Maybe I'm not supposed to be here, but I did get a new act. Oh, here they go. They're walking up now. If the dog could come with me if I waited. Oh, she's helping me now. Aw. There's nobody buried here, you know? It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. Conway. A decorative graveyard? Canon. Rufus folks were like that. Not morbid. I mean, but strange? Careless with tragic ideas. Oh, and look at that headstone. Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. Now I don't know. It's gonna be what I read earlier. Yeah. So, this is where she was? Makes sense. This was where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too. A lot of it. All tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something? Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Until tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh? Okay. I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there? Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded, and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into despair. I mean, not my house. Or you have more right to it than me. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Look like they've been in a swamp. Or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay. I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that oughta. Should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Hey, that looks dangerous what you're doing there. Yeah, aren't CRT monitors like really fucking dangerous? Damn, okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There. Just gotta turn it north, south, and... Yeah, aren't like CRT tubes like really dangerous when it comes to electricity or something? And their discharge? Oh, that's Kentucky Route Zero. End of Act 1. Uh-huh. I have no idea what's going on. Also, I'll be right back. Yo. Sorry, I took my dog out and stuff. Limits and demonstration. Wall text. Limits and demonstrations. Alula Chamberlain retrospective. Chamberlain? Marking the first major public showcase of her work in 20 years, this retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact, from intimate warmth of vertex texture fetch to the infamous visage, the later of which requires vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they describe the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her itinerant, god damn it, stop having weird words, home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trance the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Huh. I'm this lady now. Ooh, they're following me. Title card. Basement Puzzle Number 2. Artist Sunset and Horse. 1976. Plaster and Wire. What do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve? They must be symbols. Symbols. What? I think I was trying to say symbolic. Artist Sunset Horse. Or it's an anagram? Or like a code? Or it's just misdirection. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That is kind of sad. Huh. Title card. Overdubbed Nam June Paik installation. In the style of Edward Packer, 1965, 1930, 73, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. Oh, I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? It's a bunch of old tape, and you run this tape playback head along it and just listen to the recordings, I guess. Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle? As Bob drags the playback head along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. Lula. Who was Lula? Fuck, who was Lula? I remember that name, but I can't remember who it was. Oh, my memory is non-existent. Lula, we start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. Was Lula the girl that the gas station person... Oh wait, was Joseph into Lula or was Donald marrying Lula? I remember it was something like that. I am in an office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punch cards in the floor. A synthetic voice recording spliced awkwardly into the tape. Lights out. Options in monotone. Oh, list out. I was like, lights? What? Computer. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Encoded in the holes punched through these cards is a first draft of the Poetics subsystem. I can't repunch cards by sight. Donald can, I think. Anyway, this version was pretty underwhelming. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees, advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. So loud. I love it. I'm now holding 2 punch cards. One of them, Joseph has scribbled a note, caves. The other is blank. To insert caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. With the blank one. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. I am standing in a hallway. The walls are a blank beige. It's just after winter quarter, but before spring, so there are no students around. Usually these walls would be prepared with flyers announcing new student clubs, looking for roommates, selling old textbooks, but now they're blank. Seems like it skips around a bit. Donald is here, scribbling on a scrap of graph paper. Joseph is here. He can hear me talking into this tape recorder. Joseph, distant. You sound like an anthropologist, Lula. An ant-apologist? An entomologist! To lean on Joseph's shoulder, rotate 70 degrees and advance 11 inches to take Donald's hair. I will lean on Joseph's shoulder. This is the beginning of the tape. I'm at home, alone. Joseph just left. We had an argument, but it'll work out. Wow, this is kind of personal. What time period do you think this clip is from? The title card says 1965, 1973, 1980. So if this is the beginning, I guess that's 1965? And the first one we heard was 1973 then? The middle? I usually start here, in my home, wherever I'm sketching out the new piece. I start by just looking around. My closet door is open, and I can see a few sweaters and a dress I like. Go downstairs, rotate 11 degrees and advance 4 inches. To think about dresses, rotate 150 degrees and advance 15 inches. It's kind of a terrible dress, actually. Denim. The breast is embroidered on one side with a crude sketch of a tall man working clothes. What? Does sound pretty terrible. But one of his legs is obscured by the lapel. I guess I just like the cut and color. I could fall asleep stitching on the bed here, holding this tape what? Recorder and this glass of wine. Maybe I've had too much wine. I haven't had anything, though. I can pretend. It's just a good thing I'm not holding a cigarette. I think I'll go for a hike tomorrow. Maybe Donald would like to go. Would like to. Think about hiking. We're on a dirt trail in the park, or well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail! More like a tendency. There's tend to be a few plants here on the path we've been walking. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to a mossy rock as the grass sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. I don't know what's going on. Enter the cave. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. I'm gonna regret. It's late morning. I'm sitting at my desk on my lunch break. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape. And then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow, and then who knows? I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened, so here's a story. The first time I moved to Mexico, I stayed there for 3 years, and I had no contact with either Joseph or Donald in that time. They each thought I'd done it to spite them. Maybe I had, in part, but I don't think they ever appreciated the community I had in Mexico, or... Anyway, when I came back, I didn't call them or visit the university. I ran into Donald completely by chance at the hardware store. He asked me why I hadn't called, and I told him it hadn't occurred to me. So, I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I eat. No instructions? No, that's the end of this tape strip. I don't think we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating to skip over there? I won't tell a soul. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Think of our work, our research. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about these men? You know they'll come back. We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop! Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too. But I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to the zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine, Lula. It only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Oh. Weird. What is this? Title card, Visage, 1984, unknown media. What is that made of? It's a mystery. Looks like ribbon? Bandages? Oh, have you seen The Invisible Man? It's... Slice a visage to build a visage. A puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. That's all? Okay. Vertex texture fetch. Tree, television, and suspended cathode ray tube. 1968. Found materials. Nice plant! It is a nice plant. Yeah, but... Okay. Maybe I should look at the image on the TV. Spinning coin. Suspended correcting for angular motion. 1976. Found materials. Feels so strangely alive. Yeah, like it's about to fall over. You mean the whole thing's about to fall over? Yeah, kind of anxious, right? I feel like we startled it, and now there's this uncomfortable pause. Yep, pretty dark. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. Yeah, I need to get to work anyway. That wasn't even I feel like this game's too deep for me. Letter. Attention. Lula Chamberlain. Re. Your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes— are those feet above me? Our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions or feet, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we have established over 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Maybe young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before any being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Note, sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I do the mail here. Lula throws the letter in the wastebasket. Lula folds the letter, puts it in her handbag. I'll put it in my handbag. Opens a folder of writing paper on her desk. Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. Though it has been years since my name appeared in a gallery program, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show or as the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I could do something gratitude. Yours in situ. Oh, they were feet under a desk, dangling above me. Rick clears his throat. Busy? How are you, Rick? I shouldn't complain, so... did you get my note? About the proposals? I'm still working on them. Okay, gotcha. Well... Hey, I'm not here to rush you, so... how did your application go? I was in the mailroom and I saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I don't mean to pry, I just saw. It's fine, Rick. It's not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Hmm. So we're back to these people. Let's talk to our dog. Get a good rest in the truck? I know you love a long drive. The wind in your ears, yeah. I saw you back there, Blue. Didn't we just pass this place? I don't think the Zero operates like the roads we're used to. I don't understand it either. Oh, so was that actually us taking the Zero? So, what's this place? It looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? How about both? Ha! Okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. You have a better sense of direction, Blue? End of the line? Maybe it's still under construction? Huh. Well, work seems to have stopped for him. There's your— oh, maybe I can— why do you have to injure himself and walk slower? Can't interact with the stuff I got. Doesn't look like I can go down the stairs. Let's ring the bell. No answer. Oh, hey! Never mind, sorry. What's up? Marianne. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost? So you're not the— sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought— but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it, I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Do you know where that is? Dogwood. Nope. You're gonna need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first, we've got to get you in the system. You'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks? Weird. Now let's see. Rick is booked for proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting room, or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? Your what? This is weird. Am I in like purgatory or something? The television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across the beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. How can I see up there? Oh, they're TVs. I thought they were windows. Like I knew we were looking at TV, but I was like, how are we seeing through the window to the TV? The television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm, but precariously fragile. The television is playing an instructional video on elevator design. It is crucial to maintain proper lighting in an elevator. In the absence of sight, passengers' sense of motion is greatly enhanced. The passengers should never feel as though they are physically ascending or descending. The elevator should create the illusion that the building is flat. This is the mark of a successful elevator design. Okay. Ooh, I can look at... Maybe it's the TV. I want a fish! The television is playing a closed-circuit security feed of a housing project. The feed switches mechanically between locations: a hallway, a disguised plot of grass, a stairwell, a mailbox. The television is playing a silent video of an empty theater. A microphone sits in the middle of the stage. The lights are slightly dimmed. The speakers hum impatiently. Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient. You never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor, reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there, 5th floor. Three books are piled on the table: a service manual for a sewage pump, architectural plans for a bungalow, a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Conway picks up the envelope. The envelope reads, Bureau of Secret Tourism. Contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Aw. She's on the 5th floor, right? Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. I mean, we could investigate. I was gonna say we could investigate, but I'd rather just go to the 5th floor. But on the 3rd floor, there's bears. So, you know, we're going there. Oh my god, there's actually bears. Can I talk to them? No. There you go. Who feeds them? What is he doing? Here. let's just head to the 5th floor. uh, 5th floor, diagrams and drafts. Oh, sure. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams. Measuring angles with a plastic protractor and a crate quill. Fucking hell. Occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Sorry, we're looking for an ingestion clerk? Oh, no. I'm an internal spatial analysis. I can't help you with that. I think the ingestion clerks have all gone home for the night. Lula might be able to help you. She's pretty senior. You just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now, on the 1st floor. She barely made a dent in these diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... What? Okay. Her office is down on the 1st floor. There! Yeah, there she is. Hello? Are you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain. Oh, no. She's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to the clerk Metstein about it. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Why are we here? I don't know what's going on! Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. Let's just skip it. Which one of you is Lula Chamberlain? Oh, sure, that's her in the cardigan. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. The receptionist said you could point us in the right direction. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. You know, I used to live on a Dogwood Drive. This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog, I drank whiskey and beer, and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the Zero? A gas station attendant told us we needed to take the Zero to get there. Gas station attendant? I see. Friendly blind man, about my age, hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. His name is Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course. And now he's— well, she's full of herself. And now he's implicated you. Quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me? Get over yourself. Lula pauses, taken aback. Well, I guess that's fair. Alright, maybe I can help you, for Joseph. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Do you have a record of those streets? I expect we must. They'll be up in the archives and records, 4th floor. They'll be under 0 for odonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Archives and records, so 4th floor. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess? Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. Small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside cover. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. I don't know. Look inside the front cover. Document staff, please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, and F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc., but air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Page 1. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out, and back in over a period of a few days, basketball courts, basketball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Page 14. Why page 14? A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. No in logbook. Failing antique shops folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63 but not present. Nothing? Me neither. Half these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with O or a G or an S. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. Sorry, this game is putting me to sleep. Okay, our office is down on the 1st floor. There we go. Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they still must be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago, can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Marianne at the reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. Go to the lobby. Get what you need? Be straight with me. What is this place? Just another office lady, just another job. But you kicked out a congregation to set up your office? I wasn't here for that, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I've seen everything. They've got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out of some of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Go see it for yourself. Just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal. Then turn around. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. I wish I knew what was going on. They head back into the night. This is the Zero, I guess. You said something about the crystal. What? They want me to go this way? What? I do think I want to get back to 65, which is why I just clicked. Oh no. Self-storage? What? Wait, the pipe organ? That symbolizes a church, right? Or not? Can't interact with it. Staircase? Projector? Bell? Tree? Anchor? Hmm. Isn't that just where it was? Where I just was. Yeah, maybe I should have kept going the other way, but it turned me around. I just want to go back to bed. She did say something about a crystal. Maybe I need to go this way. I feel. It's so fun. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Even the game agrees. Okay, we're almost at the crystal again. There it is. Okay. Am I supposed to go here? Okay, on to scene 3. Wow. St. Thomas Church. Let's talk to Shannon. Is that it over there? I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess. Oh, here for the night mass? Where's the congregation? I guess this must look pretty strange. A church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes. Same with the organist. And I found some old acetates in the bureau archives, photos of people in churches, so I keep it running. What do you have? You do what you have to, right? I don't know why just not do it at all. Right. We have to find some bureau documents. Oh, you're from the bureau. I moved all those documents to a unit C315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get the night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I better get this running. Brandon presses play on an old tape machine. I don't know how I feel about this game. Let's see. I guess I'll listen to it homily. There are many days on which we proclaim the value of labor and celebrate the piety of the hard-working. For Feast of Abstinence, recognizing Saint Joseph the Worker. There's the name Joseph again. Who was foster father to our Lord Jesus and who trained him in carpentry and in the merit of sweat. And this is one such day. So, how do you like working here? It's okay. I really don't know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, you know, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging out in bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards in the bar, because it looks like gambling. My leg is killing me. I bet everyone's telling you to go see a doctor. Hey, I get it. Too expensive. My dad cut his arm pretty bad on a job. But he stitched himself back up because we didn't have health insurance. But then his hand didn't work very well, and he got pretty depressed, and eventually he just sort of... Well, I guess I don't know what he should have done. Who knows, right? I mean, it literally just happened a few hours ago, right? Maybe I should have went to a doctor. The lady did say I should go to a doctor, but I was confused, so I just came here. So this is like a hobby? If you asked me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. But I run the slideshow, and I play the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next there are some rituals. Rituals? that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think, and I don't remember them anyway. What? Hi, got it. Why can't I be like, we're talking about rituals? Got what? What? I found what we came here to get. The file and the street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out, and then maybe we should go see that doctor the clerk recommended. Yeah, let's get out of here. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? Are we back at the caves? I'm okay. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg has been— yeah, this is the same thing that happened earlier. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on the leg? Fine. Just try to stand up. Careful, I'm right here. Am. Don't worry, I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Ah! Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I knocked my mic into my coffee. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Hey, old man, look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine where we met. I think I need to see that doctor. Yes, you do. She hands Brandon the doctor's card. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, you know, here and there. The bureau is the only way I know. Some of those folks do it all the time. Commuters. Go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. So I need to look for the doctor, I guess? And this is putting me to sleep. I have like a note. I want to go past the bureau. That's back at the crystal. Ugh. Okay, well, no doctor for you. Oh wait, it's gone now because I turned around. I hate this, it's so confusing. Why did it keep driving? Bureau of Reclaim. Hey, Marianne. Back so soon? Can we talk to Clerk Lula Chamberlain again? I'm afraid she left in a big hurry, actually. Something happened with your meeting? We need to get to the Interstate 65. Lula filled your papers, so you're in our system now. I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know. I'm ready to be processed. She hands the receptionist Lula's card. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Of course, this is in a neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on 65 going southwest, take a right just past the observatory. Just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Okay, I mean, I already found the church. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. Okay, I'm off the zero now. I was down here. Traffic jam? Do I want to look at it? Why not? A line of cars extends down the road in a late night traffic jam. Conway and Shannon can faintly see and hear some construction on the road ahead. They get out of the truck and walk ahead. Most of the drivers in the line are reading magazines or lightly dozing. Conway and Shannon try to start up a conversation. Conway taps on the window, trying to get an older woman's attention. Snaps awake suddenly, but ignores him, focusing on a point just ahead on the highway. The road ends abruptly. A small crew of highway maintenance workers have been laying down on I cannot talk. Laying down a 10-foot stretch of road. Oops. I clicked. The church over here. I swore the church was down here. Up here? What's that? Should have paid more attention. Dr. Van? Am I crazy? Or the church was over here, but I guess not. But it did say like turn north. It was like go south and then northwest, or go southwest and then turn north. Maybe I'm supposed to go to these. Maybe it's that one. The side of the van is painted with the image of a cartoonish housekeeper. effortlessly carrying a mountain of cleaning supplies balanced in one hand. The words painted below the image are too faded to read. Look inside the van. Peering through the dusty window, Conway and Shannon can barely make out several piles of paper stacked in the back of the van. Some are piled on boxes, some loose, all of it sheet music. The neighborhood at the address on Lula's card has been demolished. Oh yeah, I did want to go. I forget about that. I just don't care about his leg. In its place is a large museum still partially under construction. Not there anyway. Museum. Museum of Dwellings. Hey, Blue. Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo. What did he say? Just small talk, you know, like you talk to your buddies or something, like you talk to a dock worker, just like, damn, this is a lot of rain. I haven't seen rain like this since that storm a couple years back that took out Lisette's herb garden. I just feel bad for the old dog getting dragged all over by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that shouldn't be sleeping on a should be sleeping on a porch somewhere. But that's loyalty for you. Well, they didn't stay long anyway. I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me. What were they talking about? The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for a Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. But they didn't know, so they kept looking around. I just assumed they were from the power company. You know how they're always coming by unannounced and messing with this or that? I just shut myself up in my room to wait it out. No sense getting involved. How did they get in? Must have been one of the kids who left the front door unlocked. Something got to be done. They run around like animals. Hey. You were very interested in this one? But you haven't really looked into it? I heard that it was really good. But I don't know if it's for me. I have no idea what's going on. And I don't know if I care to know what's going on. You know that Flora left a can of soda on top of my shelter door, and I almost killed myself slipping on that sticky mess the next morning. Yeah, I don't know how I came across it, probably a Humble Bundle or something. Something's got to be done. I mean, it also, I mean, I guess it kind of is. Like it said it was a point and click game, but so far it's just been go to this location and read a bunch of stuff that doesn't really tell you anything. I don't know, I'm probably just too dumb to get it. Yeah, it feels more like that. Oh, it's raining out. Yeah, the art style is pretty cool. I like, simple. Wouldn't walking around with an umbrella inside be bad luck? But yeah, I've been told for a while that this game is really good, but I always put it off because I knew it wasn't finished. And then I saw like a week or so ago they finally finished it. Why? No, don't go over there. Oh, go here. I guess they must have gone through some papers here. It was in some disarray, and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed because Diane is such a stickler. She's real organized, I mean. Yeah, very bad luck? What do you mean bad luck? Also, how are you? I'm sorry I vanished. That's what I do. I need to catch one of your streams again sometime. What folders were they looking at? Yeah, mostly stuff about the building site, I guess. They had a list of all the homes we relocated here. A list of original residences before we leveled the neighborhood. I guess they were looking for one of the old residents. That's great. I'm glad you're doing well. They pulled out a list of the folks who didn't take the offer, folks who moved elsewhere, but they filed that back out of order, so I guess they didn't find what they were looking for there. Working from home today, so I appropriate the— you mean appreciate the entertainment while I dig through Excel sheets. Ooh, Excel sheets, that sounds fun. I don't know if this is good entertainment though. Hey, while I have you here, work's kind of slowed down, and it seems like— I know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in? That's the idea. Yeah, I get that. Just how about that roof, huh? You just write us a check and we'll finish it right up. I know you've got this museum thing going on, but you don't want to be slumlords now. See, like that whole conversation. What? I guess we didn't find what we were looking for. Also, there's still like these museum plaque things. Or whatever they are. Yeah, they came by and knocked on the window and we had a bit of talk through the glass. I would have come out, but, you know, shady characters. What did you talk about? They were asking about Dr. Truman, and I told them that all I know about that, which is not very much. Like, if I hurt my leg, why would I just go to some random doctor? Why wouldn't I just, like, go to a doctor I know or, like, find a hospital or something? What do you know about Dr. Truman? I told them he moved in here with the rest of us when you folks brought up the neighborhood, and then one day his house was gone. That's all I know about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Okay. I heard them banging around out there, and I just stayed quiet. I don't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones on and tried to ignore them, to tell you the truth. I didn't look at this plaque. Oh, there's a person there. They were hollering at that empty tent you folks have on display. Ha! Hey, if you ever need anyone to stay in there, I've been in worse positions. Oh, that guy's gone. Oh, it's a lady. You know, at first I thought it might be Hudson walking up to visit. I had heard him working on his boat just a bit earlier before the storm started. But then I saw the stranger's limping gait and the young woman with him, and I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just talked to them on the porch for a bit. What did you talk about? Oh, we talked a bit about the neighborhood. I told them about Hudson and his sailboat, and the nice young couple in the greenhouse, and the charming Dr. Truman who used to live here. They were very interested in him, but of course, well, I don't know where he went. You know, I don't believe either of them have ever set foot on a houseboat before. I don't know that the older man had ever seen the ocean, in fact. Okay. It has always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat. That's why I accepted your offer and moved in here. It isn't perfect, but what home ever is? I only wish the house would sway a bit. I find that it settles my nerves. Well, if we have another storm like that last one. But it's like on land. Probably get my umbrella out. They wouldn't come in, just rushing around. You could tell they were worn, and it was late at night, but just rushing around. Well, there was some urgency to the older man's injury, so it's understandable. How was he injured? His leg, it was twisted or something. He held it while he walked, and made these painful little sounds in his throat. Oh, how? I don't know. I didn't ask. It would have been rude, I think. Well, we just don't know. I suppose we never will. Why don't they like invite me in or something? Like, oh, you look injured and it's raining pretty bad. Wanna come in? Also, why is my dog not wearing a hat? I heard a shout from downstairs. The old man had stumbled in the rain. I stayed inside with the lights off. There's no sense in getting involved. I didn't see or hear a thing all night. I was in the back doing inventory when they came by. I got 30 cases of candles in, and each one of those has got to be individually labeled, you know? But I heard from some of the other neighbors that they weren't up to any harm, just passing through. I feel like it would be harder to walk while holding your leg than to just like walk with an injured leg. I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that? Do you know where Dr. Truman is? Yes, ma'am. He's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago and he didn't want to come back. He lives there all the time now. What? This museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this. Or when they do, it gives them nightmares, so we take them out to the forest to sleep, then they bring them back in the morning. Uh-huh. Is your family out in the forest? Oh no, they're... I don't know where they are. Me and Julian were looking for them for a while, but... Anyway, we have a job to do here now. Taking these people out to the forest at night so they can sleep, and maybe if the rest of them will be like Dr. Truman and want to stay out there, we'll get back to looking. Can you tell us how to get to the forest? You have to follow the Green River way out east and then hop over Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. But me and Julian can take you. We were just about to go anyway. Just got to call him over. Yeah! Oh, okay. I just got swooped up by a bird. I feel like this game's a little too deep for me. Where am I going? I mean, I did want to get to the church. A country church with a pitched roof and 3-story spire. A large LED display glows in the parking lot. Behind the church are several dusty metal trash cans, a few of which are opened. A large dirt parking lot surrounds the bait shop. A sign is vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar. Bright but unsteady lights throb from the windows of the shop's back room. From above, the huge swing tipple looks like a small wooden lattice framing the edge of the mine entrance. Or lattice? Lattice? I can't talk. Gonna follow this river, I guess. I don't know where to go. Oh, it just... Oh, it continues over here. Maybe I'm onto something. Oh, but which way? Let's go this way. Found it? Hello, Thor. How are you? Have you played this game? I don't know how I feel about this game. From a distance, from the air, it first looks like a swamp. Vines have grown over the street lamps. Flower bushes obscure the streets. A few of the houses have slipped partially into the ground, foundations cracked by underground roots. Just want to find what I'm looking for. Oh, hey, thanks for the host. No, I appreciate it. Small figure. A tiny gray figure walks along the side of the road carrying what appears to be a guitar case. He is followed closely by a smaller shape. A dog? He suddenly winks out of view, perhaps into the woods. Yeah. It means that, like, on his channel, like, instead of showing him streaming, since he's not streaming, it'll just show my stream. The flayed hull of a country home smolders in the night. Parts of the property are obscured by smoke. How long am I going to be flying around? I really hope following the river is going to do me well, but I don't know if it will. Yeah, it's putting me to sleep. Oh hey, a chapel. Is that the one I'm looking for? The chapel and graveyard disconnects from the road. In the middle of a dark woods. Occasionally it seems that pale glowing figures, difficult to track with their eyes, appear. Sometimes they roll huge barrels in and out of the building. Sometimes they just loiter for a moment, then fade out of view. It is very dreamlike. Oh no, is this the end of the river? No, the river betrayed me. Crap, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Green River way out east, then loop over Lake Cumberland. Are you doing that? Following the river. You're recording what? Oh. Yeah, I have a tendency to sing when I'm annoyed. The more singing there is, the more annoyed you know I am. I guess I'll just follow the river back the other way. So, is this a different river here, or is this all still Green River? Okay, this isn't saying anything, so I'm gonna keep following it this way, I think. Yeah. Maybe it's not this one, maybe it's this one? Wait. Saying it again. God damn it, that's where I fucking started! I think, at least. Did I like, somehow get turned around and go the completely opposite direction that I was supposed to be going? See what it said again. Like Cumberland. I have a compass down here. I don't see a lake. Is that a lake? That doesn't look like a lake. Oh, that is a lake, even though it doesn't look like a lake. Oh yeah, my icon is over it. Haha, I forgot. I don't know, sometimes I move them to the side if there's stuff down there, so I forget. I'm going up this way? Which way did it want me to go? Hop over. I'm assuming. Continue on. Here. It'll let me. Oh no. Ruined everything. But now you can see it. Oh, it's not letting me move it out. Why? Let me move it out. A parrot with a compass doing geometry? Okay, I'm at the end of the river again. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? This is Green River Lake. Ah, it's not Lake Cumberland. I'm fucking stupid. Got it. But I didn't see another lake! I really want a bird, but there's no way I could deal with that. I have enough trouble sleeping as it is. What lake is this? Did you have birds, Anthro? Can't remember. So many people I watch on Twitch have birds. Can't remember if you were one of them. No pet birds? Yeah, I remember the cat. I feel like all ragdoll spirit animals are dogs. I had to brush my cat yesterday and I swear I adopted a new cat in the process. Oh my god, I'm at the end of this fucking river again. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Ah! But yeah, we brush her regularly, but like I kind of avoid brushing her like thighs and stuff because she hates it. And I was petting her. Well, actually I was brushing her and petting her at the same time yesterday and noticed her legs were like so fucking thick and I had to pull it all out. My cat probably hates me, never wants to talk to me again. God, it was so bad. I don't even remember which way I was going now. Like, it told me to head east, so I headed east, but I never saw the Lake Cumberland. I'm back at the museum. See, and now we're like upside down too, so like east would be different. My god, I don't know where to go. Wait. Hold on. Why can't... For some reason my games thing got moved into my... Oh wait, did I move it out? Why can't I move this out? Wait, I got it out now. There we go. Now the other one that I had on the side is there. Fuck. Here, I'll do that. Now you can see it. Why can't I like zoom out and just see where all the fucking lakes are? And how is it that I have not seen Cumberland Lake? Okay. Where was the museum again? Oh wait, the museum was over here. I think. Down here? Where was the museum? I swore it was by the 31W. I wish... Oh, it's turning around. And now let's... go this way again. Let's just keep going this way. Oh my gosh, you startled me. Thank you for the follow. And then we're back here. And then there was this lake, but this was a different lake. Green River Lake, not Cumberland Lake. Guess follow this one more. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's supposed to do that. Because how else would I know? Oh, oh, another lake! Are you it? It's mean how- oh, this is it. God damn it. They like have it like disconnected. Rude. Just hop over it. Do I just keep going? Oh my god, I think I finally found it. There we go. Finally. Yeah, I met him on like an art site in like 2003? I don't know, it's been a long time. Wait, who am I now? Oh wait, I'm the kid. It's okay, just take it easy. I'll just close my eyes. I don't think that's a good idea. Just take some strain off your leg for a minute, then we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? I don't know. Okay, well, who knows why we do anything, right? Somehow it seems important to me, too. Maybe we'll figure it out when we get there. Well, I'm gonna talk to the dog. What do you like to do? Chase rabbits? Sure, so do me and Julian. We always let them go, though. I mean, it really only has those two styles. Oh my god, I like this kid so much better. His legs work. Hey, the dog has the hat on again. Oh, hey, dude. Wait, is that the same guy or a different one? Okay, it's the same guy. Shouldn't we be much farther now? I think I see where the settlement ends over there. These are some fine looking trees. Ha, yeah, really nice. You a tree enthusiast? I like birds. Birds like trees. Same. Okay, I can follow that logic. You're in a lot of pain right now, aren't you? I just need to rest. We're almost there. Dr. Truman will have a nice couch or something you can rest on, and some medicine or something. I don't know. Have you been over to the lake? It's really deep. I bet I could swim to the bottom though. Do you have any family you're close with? Brother or sister? Kids? Just like Set's family, I guess. Double line distance? I don't know what you mean. Or do you mean just like the spacing? Ah, I see. But yeah. I feel like this whole game is kinda deep like that, which is why I'm kinda like, I don't get it, I'm dumb. Well, I guess it's just me and her now. Oh well, two is still a family, right? I guess I was always closest with Weaver. As close as someone can be with a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up, and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, You're a good listener. Everybody doesn't get it and is dumb though. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people get this game since everyone says it's really good. Oh no, what happened to Sir? My leg hurts. Oh, he's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in? Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks too. I fix TVs, you know? Whoa, cool, a TV scientist. I bet you make a lot of money. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses, but it made them worried all the time. And then the bank took it. We had to sleep at the bus station, but I couldn't ever get to sleep, so I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far, and we never got lost, but when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. They just left you? I don't think so. All our stuff was still there. Maybe they just got lost somewhere. Let's go see what's on TV. And yeah, I think during that exit interview is where I really realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts that You can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something, or you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. Having seen what arthritis did to my grandmother and my best friend in high school destroy his wrist building synthesizers, I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with that pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice, even if I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical use of neuropnol TM. It's not so bad. What about it? So, how about that leg? What happened exactly? My leg was crushed by falling rocks. Ah, crushing injury. Yeah, those can be pretty bad. Everything gets all compressed, and there's a lot of little pieces to, you know, what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? What are they singing about? Singing about going home. Yeah, they're singing about their home because they're lost right now. It's a scary song. It's not scary, it's hopeful. Dr. Truman's gonna help your friend. He'll be okay. But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentler with the leg, or the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So, the anesthetic my mouth hates me we'll use in this is called Neripnol TM. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works is I'll count backwards from 5 to start the process, and then we'll just have a normal conversation as the Neripnol TM takes effect. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, let's talk about billing for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I'm contracted with was recently acquired by the energy company that has some different standards for billing and revenue, so it's a bit complex now. Yeah, the dog's wearing a hat. Yeah, that was pretty terrible, huh? End of Act 2. Okay. I actually think I'm gonna call it there. I don't know if I'll stream this again. Maybe I'll do so, maybe not. Not sure. I'm not really feeling it. I feel bad for not feeling it, but I just don't. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for hanging out.